Warrior of Dawn, Tigreal. Passive, Fearless. Tigreal gains a stack of blessings each time he casts a skill or is hit by the enemy's basic attacks. At 4 stacks, Tigreal will use all of his stacks to negate the damage of the next basic attack he receives. First skill, Attack Wave. Tigreal sends a shockwave in the target direction, dealing physical damage to enemies within a cone and slowing them down. Second skill, Sacred Hammer. With Tigreal's second skill, he charges in the target direction, dealing physical damage to enemies and sweeping them away. Once the charge ends, he can cast the skill again to knock the enemies airborne, dealing physical damage to them. Ultimate Implosion. With Tigreal's ultimate, he pulls in surrounding enemies, dealing physical damage and stunning them. In the laning phase, Tigreal can use his second skill to charge the enemy target and knock them airborne by casting it again. He can then follow with his first skill to deal damage.
Killing spree.
In teamfights, Tigreal should charge into the enemy team to pull in surrounding enemies with his ultimate. When the CC duration is about to end, cast his second skill twice to CC the enemies again, then use his first skill to deal damage. Tigreal has strong CC skills, but his skills are not effective against all heroes. His CC skills can easily catch heroes with poor mobility, but are more likely to miss when enemy heroes have a dash or blink. We recommend upgrading Tigreal's second skill at level 1, then prioritize upgrading his first skill. Focusing on Tigreal's first skill allows him to deal more damage with it. Tigreal's second skill only controls enemy heroes during the charge, but it is possible to push the enemy against the wall to make sure that he can knock them up with the second strike. Because Tigreal's first skill can cause a stronger slow effect on enemies hit at the far end of the shockwave's range, so it's best to aim with the far end of the indicator to maximize the slow effect on enemies.
Enemy has been slain.
Dominance Ice is Tigreal's core piece of equipment, which debuffs the enemies around him, making it easier for him to fight between groups of enemies. Build Warrior Boots Conceal in the early game to boost his defense, and build Immortality in the late game to ensure his survivability in teamfights. We recommend the Flicker battle spell for Tigreal, which can be used to pull the enemy back when combined with his second skill, or to reposition himself to CC the enemy with his ultimate. We also recommend the Vengeance battle spell, because it will greatly boost Tigreal's survivability in teamfights. Tigreal's passive can negate enemy basic attacks, making him strong against heroes that deal damage with their basic attacks, such as Zilong and Freya. But as a melee hero, Tigreal is countered by ranged mage heroes like Chang'e and Zhask. Tigreal works well with heroes with strong initiation skills that give him a better chance to hit the enemies with his CC skills, such as Vexana and Odette. Tigreal can use his first skill to poke enemies in the early game and control them with his second skill to create opportunities for his teammates. In the mid to late game, Tigreal should look for the right moment to use his second skill and ultimate to CC the enemy team and help his team to win the battle.